y gracias por acompañarnos en este evento final del segundo día de la FEVIE, Feria Virtual de la Industria Eficiente, desarrollado por Grupo Rush. El año pasado, por las condiciones que tuvimos, decidimos que teníamos que acercarnos a nuestros clientes de alguna forma y aprovechar toda la tecnología de las plataformas para poder seguir ofreciendo las tecnologías, trayendo a nuestras representadas con ustedes, y así fue como se creó este evento. Me da mucho gusto verlos a todos aquí en este evento. Voy a dar unos generales del evento. Les pedimos a todos mantener su micrófono apagado. Las cámaras pueden estar prendidas sin ningún problema. Va a haber traducción simultánea, tanto en el Zoom pueden ver un botón abajo que dice traducción. Ahí pueden escoger el español, ya que una parte de las conferencias van a ser en inglés. También les recordamos que este evento se va a grabar y previa autorización de Truking lo veríamos si va a estar en YouTube por un tiempo. Bueno, ya entran, y nada más al final vamos a tener un pequeño cuestionario para que nos digan sus comentarios, nos contesten las preguntas y podamos mejorar día con día estos eventos. Pues ya entrando a lo que nos toca, me da mucho gusto presentar el día de hoy a la empresa Truking, una de las empresas, si no es que la más grande en China para fabricación de maquinaria y que año con año sigue creciendo por todo el mundo. Y ahorita escucharemos un poquito de la historia de Truking y quiénes son. Nos acompaña Sabrina, que es una vieja conocida de México, varios años ha estado viajando a México, pero es un honor que nos acompañe también el vicepresidente de Truking, Mr. Erwin Kai, al cual le doy la bienvenida. Y igualmente nos acompaña el gerente general de operaciones en Romaco, Shanxi, que es Stefan Augerin. Y por último, ahí del otro lado, en algún lugar, nos está acompañando Tan, que también nos ayudará a presentar el portafolio de Truking con una tecnología que está ahorita en boga bastante, que es la solución para vacuna COVID y otras máquinas de llenado. Por lo pronto, pues avanzamos y me da mucho gusto dar la bienvenida a Mr. Erwin Kai. Thank you very much and welcome.
Hola， 地球另一边的朋友们，大家下午好。我下面用中文跟大家交流。我是来自楚天科技股份有限公司的副总裁尤英菜，现在主管国际业务。非常欢迎各位的到来，也非常高兴能够参加此次墨西哥FEVIE 2021。新冠肺炎全球肆虐，已经演变成一场世界公共危机。现在中国已经基本控制疫情，同时中国已经向全世界近100个国家伸出援助之手。现在从抗疫物资和抗疫经验方面向全世界各个国家提供援助。中国的疫苗已经走在世界前列，中国政府同时承诺向全球提供1000万剂疫苗，希望疫苗能够帮助更多有需要的人。楚天作为中国疫苗最大的装备生产企业之一，今天我们将跟大家分享新冠疫苗上生产的经验和案例。我的同事艾沈谭将跟大家介绍新冠包装的形式以及我们设备的优势，向大家说明为什么世界各大疫苗生产企业选择楚天。下面我先介绍一下楚天。大家看到的是楚天工厂的俯视图，是一座花园式的现代工厂。楚天成立于2000年，已经在医药行业累计了20余年的专业经验和口碑。总部坐落在中国长沙，占地50万平方米，全球拥有员工4500多名，同时研发人员将近1000名，已经是世界医药装备主要供应商之一。2014年，楚天在 A 股上市。2017年收购德国 Romac 集团。Romac 是欧洲固体制剂方面非常优秀的供应商，已经为全球180多个国家和地区的客户提供固体制剂整体解决方案。 同时，我们还有为药企提供厂房设计的四川医药设计院，有提供治水装备和治水系统的华通，还有为固体制剂企业提供鼠粒以及胶囊填充设备的飞云，还有提供生物制剂原液处理的设备的原创。我们可以从固体制剂和水剂两大类装备上为大家服务。经历20年的发展，楚天已经成为世界医药装备行业重要企业之一。我们可以提供一站式整体解决方案，具备设计、工程、设备、安装、自动化、信息化、验证、认证、工艺、咨询、服务以及管理等全方位提供整体解决方案。凭借楚天的实力与专业，如今已经向全球提供1600多套整体解决方案，其中吸灵瓶整体解决方案超过200个。楚天的客户以及案例覆盖全球40多个国家和地区，其中不乏默克、赛默菲、辉瑞等国际知名巨头。未来我们将继续提升研发和创新实力，为大家提供更高端、更智能、更稳定的医药生产整体解决方案。接下来由我的同事史蒂芬来和大家分享楚天在新冠疫苗生产线上的经验和案例，希望大家能够得到收获。Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tsai, for the short introduction. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stefan Aunig, and I'm the General Manager Operations for Rumako Changsha. So, it's my pleasure to give you a short introduction about our integrated solution and references for the COVID-19 vaccine. Here you can see the core equipment for the COVID-19 vaccine production general process. This is a typical production process for a recombinant protein vaccine, like for the SARS-CoV-2 vaccine. And basically we have 3 phases, which you can see here is the cell culture expression phase, the capture and purification phase, and the dosing phase. And for all those phases, Truking can offer the equipment, therefore, like the bioreactor, the filtration systems, chromatography systems, and the cultivation and buffer preparation systems. So now I want to go a little bit into the detail to explain you the process. So the total process includes the upstream process of cell and virus culture, amplification and harvest. Downstream process of vaccine, antigen isolation and purification for the vaccine drug substance. The formulation process of stabilization for the vaccine drug product, and the last sterile filling production step. And then the complete COVID-19 vaccine product could be ultimately supplied to the market. On this page, you can see the core equipment for the COVID-19 vaccine, so which is the cultivation, purification, and preparation process. Truking has integrated solution of products and technologies for COVID-19 vaccine production, containing all kinds of core equipment for all key production processes, as you can see on those pictures. This includes medium preparation systems, bioreactors, centrifugal and deep filtration systems, automatic inactivation systems, buffer solution preparation and storage systems, chromatography system and ATFF filter systems, detoxification and inactivation systems, and CIP systems. On this page, you can see further equipment for the COVID-19 vaccine production, which includes filling, inspection, and packing equipment. In terms of filling, light inspection, and packaging, Truking has excellent performance and rich experience, especially in terms of equipment stability and high productivity. So we have outstanding advantages in the production of COVID-19 vaccines. Here you can also see the vial syringe dosing equipment, vial syringe auto inspection machines, and packaging lines. On this page, you can see some good references for the COVID-19 vaccine projects. So we have rich experience and more than 40 references for the COVID-19 vaccine in China, Russia, India, and many other countries. This is valid for inactivated vaccine and for mRNA vaccine. And for example, Sinovac, Casino, CNBG has good contacts with countries in Latin America, like Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil. On this page, you can see the main force in the production of COVID-19 vaccine, which is the company Sinovac. So Truking offered in total 15 filling lines, 6 auto-inspection machines, 12 packaging lines, and this in an incredible delivery time of 45 days, which is a very impressive performance. Here is a short special report of the China television where the Truking equipment was shown in the Sinovac plant. The reporter presented the 2 forms of vaccine at the pharmaceutical plant that produces the vaccine. One is the vial and one is the pre-filled syringe. This plant operates 24 hours a day with a 3-shift operation, and the daily production is more than 400,000 pieces. On this page, you can see that the Truking equipment was reported by major Chinese media due to the good operating performance. So every day, the Truking equipment is shown on all kinds of television channels in China, and it's always referring to the good quality, stable performance, and high efficiency of our production lines. The COVID-19 vaccine is rolling out around the world, so we have more and more satisfied customers and countries which are using the Chinese medicine. So here's some examples, like countries like Chile, Serbia, Morocco, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Egypt, Indonesia, Hungary, and the Seychelles. And the number of those satisfied customers and countries is increasing day by day. In 2017, Truking acquired the Romaco Group. So Truking is the Chinese market leader for liquid filling solutions. And by acquisition of the Romaco Group, they gained the experience and expertise for the solid dose preparation equipment, which means now we are able to provide the full range of pharmaceutical products. And we have a continuously technology, production, and quality transfer between all our production sites around the world. This also includes the R&D integration, which means the technology and design integration and the standardization of working platforms. So our teams are working very close in our worldwide sites to share the expertise and the knowledge and to make our products and delivery times as good as possible to fulfill the customer needs. Our manufacturing technology is based on many high precision machining centers. So we have imported machines from Germany, like DMU, from Switzerland, like GF, and from Japan, like Mazake. So our high precision machining centers, as well as our well-trained staff, ensures our high quality standard to fulfill our European quality standard requirements of our customers all around the world. And our supply chain and quality management is following the Romaco standards, which means we are using the same key components and materials for critical equipment and critical components in our machines. This is for material like POM, PTFE, special equipment like synchronous belts, electrical equipment like servo control systems, and full units like stopper hoppers. And we are also using the same high-tech measuring devices to ensure proper quality of our products in all our sites. Our experts team from Romaco, which is permanently here in Truking, based in Changsha, is, for example, Mr. Ralph Gross, who is just sitting next to me. He's our processing director with more than 30 years experience in the processing pharma industry. Then we have Mr. Kuldeep Podkare, who is the director of our solid processing center, also with 12 years experience in his field. Myself, I'm the general manager for macro juncture operations with more than 8 years experience in operation industry. Then we have Mr. Matsui Kageaki, who is our technology consultant of biological chromatography with a rich experience of more than 40 years. And we have Mrs. Shujie Li. She's the managing director of our integration division. So also with a rich experience of more than 10 years in the integrated pharma industry. So this was a short introduction from my side, and now I will hand over to my colleague.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. Now I will share my screen. Hello, everybody. It's a great honor to have this presentation here. I'm Ethan, the product manager for PFS filling solution in Truking. Today, I'd like to share some insights on the choice of solution for vaccine production. As a title here, I believe PFS will always be a better solution for vaccine. Sorry, wait a minute. So you may ask why PFS is a better solution for vaccine. There are many reasons to answer. I'd like to start with the packaging material. Okay, let's have an overview on the development of the packaging material. First, the ampule is almost a perfect packaging material, only the glass in contact with the product. When it comes to the well, the rubber stopper is in contact with the product. It's an additional component. Then come to the pre-filled syringe. There are even 7 components here product will contact, including glass, silicone oil, plunger, rubber stopper cap, stainless steel needle, UV glue for fixing the needle, and tungsten caused by converting. It can be seen that the complexity of the primary packaging material is getting higher and higher. And the components in contact with the product are also becoming more and more, which means that the risk is increased on storage. It seems clear, but it's beneficial for the end users. For example, PFS can be used directly, which avoids the contamination sources during the liquid transfer. Just like ampule, you need to break the glass. And the well, you need to transfer the liquid from the well to the syringe. At the same time, PFS can also save more extra filling volume than ampule and wells. And the saving can even be as high as 25%. This means that PFS can help you reduce the cost. And it's safer during the use for patients. Therefore, in terms of the train, more risks are transferred to front-end suppliers. For pharmaceutical companies and patients, PFS even is the best solution for injections. With the development of the packaging method, more and more suppliers have found that the format of nest packaging for PFS can also be applied to other types, such as vials and cartridges, which means more and more different formats could be packaged in same standard. So it's also the base of the flexible filling line. No, we can only use one line, one machine to meet production in different formats. Therefore, it's possible to use only one flexible line to instead of 3 bulk container filling line, bulk syringe, bulk cartridge, bulk vials can be replaced only by one machine. Now let's compare the PFS filling line with bulk vials filling line. Based on same capacity, you will find the size of whole line was reduced sharply. Since the benefits of ready-to-use formats, So the washing and the heating tunnel can be replaced by debagging and the delighting machine, which are smaller. Let's take a look at a utility. You will find that the PFS filling line can also save WFI and vacuum while reducing electricity consumption. At the same time, the PFS filling line can even provide functions which are difficult to achieve on the well filling machine, such as vacuum filling and vacuum stopping. Okay, let's make a summary. If PFS solution is used to replace a valve, it can save up to 25% of the actual filling volume, 40% of equipment cost, and 30% of the clean room place, and 40% of operating cost, since the reduction in the consumption of personnel and energy. Therefore, it is believed PFS is a better solution for vaccine production. For Truking, we can provide a complete solution for PFS, including primary packaging, inspection system, and secondary packaging. And there is a portfolio for primary. In general, combined with your requirements on capacity, we can provide 4 serials: Smarten for small batch, Robotican for middle batch, Ultron for middle batch, Extremen for big batch, just like vaccine production. Each type of line consists of an debagger machine and delighting machine, a filling and stopping machine, and matching barrier system, or ropes, syrups, or isolator. And today, I'd like to introduce Extremen, the better choice for vaccine production. As shown is Extremen filling line. The whole line is composed of an automatic debagger machine, an automatic delighting machine, and a filling and stopping machine. The maximum capacity of the whole line can reach 36,000 pieces per hour. Now I will play the video. For the automatic debagging machine with the turb was sent in, the machine will clamp one side of the bag and cut it off. The cut off will be collected automatically. When the cutting finished, the turb will be transported to the outputting station. Meanwhile, the end of the bag will be clamped. And then the turb will be pushed out from the bag and sent to the delighting machine. The bag will be collected automatically. And we designed a special protection channel here to avoid the particle contamination caused by bag cutting. Then the turb is sent to the preheating station to heat the top of the turb. The process can reduce the amount of particles generated during lid opening. After the preheating, the turb will be transported to this position for thermic removal. We use a sterile robot to complete the delighting and the deliner process. The 6-axis robot can provide excellent action that 4-axis robotic arms can never do, as you say. The robot moves just like a human hand, turning and uncovering the lid instead of pulling it upwards stiffly. The liner. After thermic removal is completed, the turb will be sent to the filling and stopping machine. Nest loading freak will pick the nest up and put it into sintering plot. Our sintering plot uses a sandwich design. That means a middle plot can slide inside the structure. When the syringe is put in, the syringe can be clamped to ensure stable production. And you can see a shake of the sintering cloth to help the syringe enter smoothly. There are also equipped sensors to ensure that all the syringes are accurately placed into sintering cloth. Now the filling and plunger inserting, as video shown, is a mechanical stopping system. To check the stoppers, mechanical stopping. Finally, the nest is put back to the tube and the conveyor carries it out. In addition to higher capacity, the whole line also has the following design that can bring benefits for production. The first is debagging. The main risk at this stage is that the outer bag may contaminate the inner tube. As we know, the outer bag will usually be opened under the Class C background and the Class A laminar flow protection, which means that the outer bag is not sterile. If the outer bag contacts the tube, it will cause the tube contamination. We use a special suction design to ensure that the mouth of the bag here will be pulled by suction cap up when the tube is being removed from the bag, which can ensure that outside surface of the bag will not contact the tube. In addition, some plastic particles will be generated in here during the bag cutting process. We also designed a protection chamber with double automatic door to ensure that the tube will not be contaminated by particles. And in this process, there is no additional mechanism such as a suction cup that will contact the tube. So we call it no-touch transfer, the nice solution for debagging. For the automatic delighting machine, we provide a 6-axis robot, which is different from other manufacturers. Many manufacturers only provide 4 axes. This method reduces the requirements for the heating temperature, and at the same time, due to the high accuracy of the robot, a good and stable delighting is ensured. At the same time, a complete detection system like late or liner collection detection is used to check whether the lid or liner are removed properly, and air pressure here in the suction cup is used to detect whether the paper is taken properly, and sensors which check whether there is a liner in tube directly. The detection can effectively prevent the failure that the tube carry the liner into filling machine. We can see robotic delighting is almost a perfect way of the delighting. In addition, we have a complete detection system to avoid failures during the filling and stopping process, like abnormal syringe emergence detection. Sometimes, because of defects of the materials, the bad syringe, some of the syringe in the nest may be pushed up from the nest. That will cause syringe to break. So we set sensors to check if all of them are put into sintering plot properly. If some issues happened, the sintering device will go back and open the slide plate, which is used to clamp the syringe during filling, then open and shake them down to right position. In addition, sometimes due to the wrong operation, the coordinate device will transport the syringe to the wrong position, which will cause damage to the filling needle and the plunger insertion tube. In order to avoid this damage, we set up filling needle and insertion tube detection to ensure that it is in the right place. When the device position is wrong, filling needle and stopping tube will be pushed up rather than broke, and the machine will stop immediately. Actually, we provide more than the presentation shown. All of these designs are for stable production. Okay, the above is a part of primary packaging. As you know, Truking can provide complete solution, so what's more? Truking can provide advanced inspection and leakage detection machine. The PFS automatic inspection machine can meet the capacity of 400 pieces per minute with 4 server system. That means the whole system will be more stable and flexible. Compared with other supplier, PLM40 can benefit your TCO, total cost owner, up to 50% of saving, and can meet accuracy of 0.2 micrometer on leakage detection. Then I'd like to take a video to show the whole process on the machine. And as you say, the right part of the slide is affects the machine cover. Let's play the video. Here is an infeed row, which is controlled by servo system. Then the turntable will take syringes into downstream. And actually, we have a flange detection here. That means if here's a syringe with defect on the flange, it will be rejected at first. And the black one, this one, will put them out by this way, rejected. And here is a rotation station to rotate the tip of the syringe up and transport them to the inspection station. You can see syringes are transported smoothly. And this turntable is for inspection. Here's for visual detection. Visual detection. And this place is for leakage detection. Then rotation again. In the end, rejection system divides the rejection into 3 types as cosmetic defect, leakage problem, and particle defects. Okay, besides Truking can also provide secondary packaging solution, fully automatic packaging production line from blister, cartoning to polytether. Let's take a look on the video. Here's a denasting machine. The nest remover frame will pick the nest from the turb, and the turb will be collected automatically. And we used a robot to do the denesting process. The syringes will be transported to road insertion one by one. Here's a road insertion, and here is the labeling. After the road insertion and labeling process, the syringes will be transported to the blistering station. The PVC here is for blistering. And you can say the machine provides the shape detection on the blister. Then the syringe will be placed into the blisters one by one. We also use a robot to do this. And here is for filling. And next to this station is for cutting. After the process, the syringes will be transported to cartoning station. Here is for box opening. You can see the speed is very fast. And then the box will be transported for box folding. Now output to downstream. So as the video shown, here are the core equipment for secondary packaging, includes plunger road insertion and labeling machine PPL20, blister machine DPP 380, and cartoning machine HW400. And the production capacity of the combination of these can reach 300 pieces per minute. Up to now, I think you already have a profile of Truking PFS solution. In the year of 2020, we provided more than 72 packaging lines for vaccine production. I can say we have rich experience in this field. We always stand with pharmaceutical industry to face the challenge from coronavirus, and we believe we will beat it together. Truking can provide high-quality solution with shorter lead time. We are always here looking forward to have more cooperation with you. Okay, many thanks for listening. Gracias. Now is question time. Please do not hesitate to ask. So any questions?
Thank you very much, Stan. Thank you very much for your presentation. Let's see.
You're welcome.
If they have any other questions. Si tienen alguna pregunta también de Truking, de la primera parte donde se presentó la línea de vacunas, o la presentación de Instant, también sin ningún problema. Las pueden ir poniendo en su chat, en el chat, si hay alguna pregunta, y con gusto trataremos de contestarla.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the solution that you are presenting here is the PFS solutions, but in reality, we have a lot of shortage in terms of glass type 1 materials. I don't know if it's possible to have enough material nowadays worldwide to use these kind of machines.
Sorry, please wait. Sabrina? Sabrina?
Yes.
Could you help me for a translation? Sorry, sir, could you ask again?
Yeah.
Puede ser en español.
Si gustas en español la puedes hacer sin problema, ¿eh? Y Sabrina la...
Ok, sí, sin problema entonces. Nos estás presentando una solución en jeringas prellenadas, pero en realidad hemos tenido, y la industria farmacéutica ha tenido mucho desabasto de vidrio tipo 1. ¿Qué tan fácil y en qué tanto volumen podemos conseguir materiales estériles en estas presentaciones a nivel mundial?
You got
Sabrina, could you help me for translation?
Sabrina,
说的是那个玻璃材料不够，然后
就是
怎么解决
tubing
这
是吧？
个问题？
玻璃材料不够解决问题。
Gerardo, ¿puede explicar en inglés a Stan inglés, por favor?
okay, the question is there. It says we have had shortage of glass type 1 material. Yes?
Yes.
How you can guarantee that this material you don't have a shortage is, I think, is the question. For glass type number 1.
Type 1 glass?
Yes.
Yeah.
The question is that they have a shortage of glass type number 1 material. How easy is to get materials to use the machine worldwide? Because they can, normally, if you don't have the glass, you cannot use the machine. So they are asking how easy or how we can use these materials or find the materials easily.
杰哥在吗？
No，
我还是有点没太明白，就是他是在
他是
问那个
问那个材料是不是买得到，你就告诉他我们现在有这个渠道可以供应这个包材。
材料是可以买得到的。Yeah. Yes, I think here is many additional players in this field. You know, nowadays the tubing material is in a shortage. Yes, it's true. But more player is entering the game. Just like in China, in the year of 2019, the whole amount of the production about the pre-filled syringe is about let me say 5 亿是多少 million? Maybe 500. Sorry, 500 millions. The whole production in China is 500 million. But in this year, all the Vigo is a primary supplier for pre-filled syringe in China. Only one company production is 500 million syringes in the year of 2020. So you know the market is extending very quickly. So I think the problem will be solved in short terms. And now China, just like Shandong Yaobo and Ningbo Sili, they're trying to manufacture the type 1 class tubing in their factory. You know, before that, only Schott or Corning in America can provide the tubing, but I think in the future, more manufacturer in China can provide that. I think it's a worldwide. Maybe in your country, there'll be more tubing manufacturer where emergence. So I think for the future, the problem will be solved, and China can provide what you need.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Creo que por ahí tenemos otra pregunta. Me dice Esther que para Cajil quiere preguntar algo, si por ahí ya sea con el directo o escribirla aquí en el chat. Ok. Ahí está la pregunta, dice Ethan. Es the minimum space, the footprint required for an integral line from preparation to secondary packaging. How many square meters or how much area you need for a complete filling line, integral line from preparation up to the secondary packaging? In order, an idea of how many square meters you need? Sabrina, ¿sí me oyeron?
Está preguntando sobre la área para
Esta no nos responde la pregunta, por favor.
袁彤，你就回答一下他们那个后包的行吗？后包面积。
后包的人没在吗？今天？
La área para la parte de empaque, por ejemplo, para la blistera, necesita una área, porque la máquina tiene largo de 4 metros y de ancho también 4 metros. Y por la parte de estuchadora necesitamos 8 metros para largo y ancho también 4 metros. Incluye la máquina y también espacio de mantenimiento. Pero normalmente hacemos estas máquinas con muy alta capacidad. Si el cliente tiene capacidad más baja, podemos ofrecer modelos más chicos, pero siempre hacemos el diseño según el área del cliente. Necesitamos ver el plano de la planta. Gracias.
Ok, contestando, resumiendo un poquito la pregunta, es independientemente de las de alta velocidad, sí necesitarías, por ejemplo, en el área del parque, alrededor de 50-60 metros cuadrados, más el área de producción, que quizás sean otros 100 metros cuadrados, pero pues Truking siempre ofrece, en el caso de México con nosotros, el poder diseñar en base a tu espacio la línea y la velocidad que quieras, ¿no? No sé si por ahí quedó contestada la pregunta al que la hizo, que no pude ver quién. Ok, espero que sí. No sé si hay alguna otra pregunta para aprovechar aquí a Istan y a la gente de Truking.
Ricardo, te puse en el chat la pregunta. Si podemos responder en inglés, sería mejor, por favor.
Ok. Okay, the footprint or the area needed for a secondary packaging, including the blister and the carton, is about 60 square meters, plus the production line that could be between 80 and 100 square meters. But Truking always offer the possibility to adapt the machine according to the space and the speed you are requesting. I hope this answers better the question. Okay. No sé si por aquí hay alguna otra pregunta o tengamos otra pregunta o algún comentario. Si no veo ninguna otra pregunta, o al menos que tú hayas recibido alguna. Bueno, pues yo creo que estamos llegando al final del webinar. La verdad es que muy interesante conocer un poquito de Truking. conocer un poquito más de las tecnologías que se están manejando y cómo Truking logró adaptarse inmediatamente a la necesidad de las vacunas. Pues bueno, la parte de México que está aquí en la sesión, les recordamos que pues, vi a alguno de nuestros representantes en RASH y con el apoyo de Sabrina y la gente de Truking podemos cotizar, podemos platicar de cualquier necesidad que tengan de máquinas. Pues no me queda más que agradecerle a la gente de Truking, Sabrina, a todo el equipo que está contigo por la excelente presentación. Y están también aquí por el tiempo y la dedicación. Sabemos que no estás en la oficina, estás de trabajo. Y pues a todos los que se lograron incorporar y lo de acompañarnos en la sesión, espero que haya sido de utilidad y que les dé información útil para que la próxima vez que tengan un proyecto de estériles puedan considerarnos como una opción. No sé, Sabrina, si quieres comentar algo o la gente que para despedirnos del evento.
Muchas gracias por asistir a esta presentación y por su tiempo. Y quedamos esperar sus comentarios. Gracias.
Gracias, Mr. Iwinkai y Estefan también por su tiempo. Y bueno, pues aquí seguimos. A los que se conectaron, muchas gracias. Nada más les pedimos que antes de salir, si pueden, por favor, llenarnos esta evaluación rapidísimo para que podamos tener una retroalimentación de su parte.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, saludos y hasta la próxima. Les recuerdo que seguimos todavía mañana con 4 excelentes talleres. Vamos a tener algo de cuartos limpios, algo de unas puertas rápidas para lo que son las soluciones de cuartos limpios. Todavía tenemos algo de autoclaves, tenemos a Romaco con blisters. Entonces, bueno, pues ojalá nos puedan seguir acompañando en estos eventos. Gracias y hasta la próxima.
Gracias, saludos a todos.
Gracias, saludos.
Gracias, Sabrina. Gracias por allá en Truking. Thank you very much. Mr. Ewing, Kai, and Stefan.
Felicidades, estuvo increíble,
Thank you,
Sabrina.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, we are trying to be close to our customers.
Les mando besos, felicidades, Gerardo, felicidades a todos.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.